Chris, the stats are just amazing. 3 clean sheets in a row, 4 wins in a row, second in the table as we stand. I know teams are still playing. Things are going right.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Yeah, brilliant. I'm really proud of the lads' performance, like I said on Saturday, really. But you can't always get quite what you want. And I think first half we were good, but we weren't very good. But what was really pleasing is, and I said to Jack, because he'll play the role at right back a different way to George, is that we'll have different things come off it, and we did. And Jack set the goal up by coming in on the inside and playing a lovely cross to feet in the box. And to be fair to Mari's goal, his touch and finish is good enough to beat any team really. So, well done to the lads for that. Really, really pleased with that.
I mean, Jack is a quiet lad when you see him around the place, but for him to come in to put in a performance like that, and he's got his assist and done everything that you've asked of him, what's that mean to him tonight?
Well, I'd maybe ask him, but I do know he's a level-headed lad. He's was highly thought of at Preston, along with a couple of the other younger players. Well, you said Ethan, and we didn't try and make inroads on Tyrese, who went to Blackburn. So there's 3 quality players there, but we managed to get Jack permanent and Ethan on loan. But it's really good because Jack's had to be very patient, train hard, do the right things. He had that bad injury in pre-season with a dead leg, and he's kept his head down and trained very hard. So when there's gaps in the team, we've got to try and make sure we step up, not down. And I'm really pleased and proud of Jack tonight, and socially, and his family, if anybody was here from it. But yeah, I'm really pleased for him.
The manner of that win, Chris, they work hard anyway. We've seen that. That's a criticism that'll never be levelled at this team. But they've had to really dig in and get the victory over the line. Yeah,
different types of performances, and Mansfield have major finance and major strengths to back up the original 11 that they choose, and they bring on people to try and do that. So I thought one might drop to Cookie in the end, but it didn't. And John Mellish cleaned it up, didn't he, when he thought he's in on that second ball. But you've got to do these things. Hard work is the first thing you should always bring to work, and then obviously a little bit of quality. And tonight, the quality in the goal is of the highest standard. The touch and finish.
That'll mean a lot to Amari, because he's at his Southend, I think it was, when he got his last goal this season. But that's not what he's all been about this season, but he wants goals.
No, and I said to him, don't have all your shots at Bradford, save them for other games. So he had a lot of shots tonight, actually. Some were good choices, some not so clever. But what you can't do is critique a player for having a goal. I'd rather them do that than not, because they'll get one right, and he did. And yeah, Amari's, I know the community really like him because he's quite sociable on social media. He's around town, and he's just a great person. So is his dad and his family. So I'm really proud of Amari's attitude. But to get a goal of that quality, it's exquisite, really. It's a great goal.
Backed up with another clean sheet. It's something we had to work hard for, but having said that, yet again, Farms has maybe had one he's tipped over the bar. Other than that, he's been protected.
Yeah, and I don't think that was a shot. That's a cross. But it nearly ends up in the back of the net, but Paul's alert to it. He's gutted to get a booking, to be honest with you, because he didn't actually hear the referee blow the original whistle to take the kick. So he hadn't even spotted the ball at that point, so he didn't think the whistle had been blown. But it's amazing that Mansfield can take a lot of time in the first half at every set play, goal, kick and throw in. We do it once and get booked, and it really miffs me how that goes, because it's not warranted, it's not fair, that's not level playing field standards. But it happened, and Paul got a little bit irate, but he calmed down after I've told you he's got Tourette's, football Tourette's. He calmed down and he got on with it, and brilliant punch near the end.
You don't need to say too much on this, but some of the decisions, the crowds were getting frustrated with it, the lads were getting frustrated with it. Even with that going against the boys, they still keep their heads, carry on and get the victory.
Yeah, well, we didn't get a lot, did we, in the first half? I think it was 34 minutes on a decision that could be theirs or ours, and he give it us. And I said to Gav Skelton, it's 34 minutes, that's the first one we've got that can go either way. So at half time, I don't often, I listen first, see what the mood is of the players, and they were agitated with them decisions with the referee, and I just said to them, try not be. You've got a position of strength with a quality goal, you've got everything you need, so try not do anything daft that supports a bad decision. and it's difficult for the ref. You know, it's easy to come on here and criticise, but it's very difficult for them. But I was telling Andy, the fourth official, I'm just after like fairness. I'm not after a leg up. I just want us to try and have a level bit of parity. But ultimately, it matters, but it doesn't matter because we managed to beat everybody that was out there tonight.
The fans, you've mentioned this, but the fans said it before kick-off when we got the line-up out that George Tanner missing when he's settled, this is a blow. Danny Devine missing when he's settling, this is a blow. What does it mean to you, and what does it mean to the boys that they all step up and do this?
Well, I think it's great because what we should all try and do is support what's going on, because it comes from a great place. It starts from hard work and honesty, and we shouldn't try and trip it up, whoever it is. And you hear the message, and Gav phones me about obviously Stevenage, and they've got to break out of coronavirus, and you want to make sure we try and keep that like underhand controlled, and things like that, and that goes into different areas of different things that aren't anything to do with actually playing the game. And I want the club to concentrate, and the people around the club to concentrate on playing the game, because it helps. Everything else is a distraction, and you know, it gets tweeted, it's out there, and I'm like, why? So we have to make sure our players feel safe, and we have to back that up with a physio sending a text to the players on match day about being comfortable with it, because we don't instigate drama. There's no need, and that goes for other things. So we managed that really well this season, and I want it to continue like that because it helps us, it helps the players. But yeah, Tanner, he got pushed into this gravel track last thing of the game on Saturday, so it's not great news. So I'm really disappointed because the striker doesn't need to do that. Even the manager admitted at the end of the game he was disappointed his player did that, but he did, and George's consequences is he's going to miss a few games.
Do you know how long? Are you able to say how long?
Yeah, but I don't want to really. So
Danny Devine as well, that's another way. Are you able to say anything on what happened to him?
Danny's hurt his knee, but he's a strong boy, and he didn't realise it was that sore till he kind of got at half time and slowed down second half. But yeah, he's opened up his knee a little bit, and again, until you get things scanned, you don't really know. So he's got an appointment to see a specialist on Thursday. But you know, hopefully we'll land some good news. But we'll see.
You've asked everybody to enjoy what's happening at the moment. I think you're seeing from the reaction at full time, everybody's enjoying it at the moment. Yeah,
it's brilliant. But I knew that bad news before I did my interviews on Saturday, and I've not even got in my own changing rooms. And Sarah McKnight's telling me John Mellish has got a fifth booking, so at least let me breathe when I come off the pitch. You know what I mean? But it's everybody just try to do the job so efficient. But you know, let me have a drink before I receive some negativity.
But I've got to push you on that one. That's something else we'll have to cope with, because John's been right at the heart of that midfield, but he won't be there on Saturday.
Well, he might come with us, we can't play, but yeah. But that's a shame, but that's the way it is, and we're playing a very good team without a top goal scoring midfield player, so somebody else will have to do it.
Forest Green, what do you expect from them on Saturday, Gaffer?
Well, really tough. I mean, we managed to enjoy ourselves 2 or 3 times against them, but that's irrelevant. It's a brand new team. I know a lot of their players. I spoke to a few in the summer. I'm obviously looking forward to a challenge of playing a team that are very possession based and very good at it, and they're doing very well. So it bodes to be a very good game.
Well, I don't know whether these stats mean anything, but it's a place we seem to like to go, and particularly under yourself as well.
Yeah, maybe, but again, it's in my opinion completely irrelevant. It's 2 new teams playing each other. They've got a really good squad, and again, well financed. So that if you look at that, I think even Brandon said, my boy, before our game, Dad, have you seen Forest Green's bench? So like, you know, well, not yet. I'm trying to concentrate on Mansfield. So yeah, let me do that, Brandon.
Last one from me, Gaffer. Kedwin has scored tonight. That's good information this time. Blow that we won't see him tomorrow. He would have played in that friendly tomorrow. Yeah. What will happen with him now? Well,
it's a tough one for us because the only playing surface that seems to be playable is actually our pitch, and we want to support the groundsman, and we've stayed off it since the turn of December in preparation to play the teams we've played. And we did ask the question to try and play the reserve game on it, but we can't in terms of trying to look after it. And of course, they've had 3 extra youth games on it. But I need to see him play. I need to see him stretch his legs and see what he's got under pressure against good players. And we tried to reverse the fixture to Fleetwood, but they said their training pitches aren't are quite right to take the game. So unfortunately, we've not got the game on.
Rochdale next week. I think we've got a Central League Cup game there. Would you play him there?
Yeah, if we can get to that with a game on in what would that be, the 21st or 2nd of December or something. Yeah. So, but it's we play at Penrith, and Penrith takes a lot of water, and the pitch is very heavy. So it's hard, but hopefully hopefully the sun will shine and we can try and get a game on.
Chris, thanks for your time.
Thank you.